Why is it that so many times I turn on a TV and there is something brutal happening between a police officer and somebody of color, and people always act as if that's just an anomaly, that is just it's a figment. It's not really as prevalent as the social media has a way of making it look. But I really think it actually is more prevalent than people give it.
Oh, it's out there. It's just like everybody doesn't capture everything on a cell phone. Just the situation in Phoenix. If that had not been captured on a cell phone, nobody would have been talking about it right now. But when you see it actually in video form, in audio form, on social media, which has actually helped our cause a lot over the years, then obviously it gets a little bit more attention. We're only capturing about maybe 20 or 30% of these incidents that are happening in our community. But at the same time, there are a lot of people, and I'm not going to say white people, but there are a lot of people that don't want to believe that these things are happening in our communities. Why
don't they?
It's been happening for years.
But why don't they want to believe it? Why do you think that is?
Because they don't want to. They don't want to look at reality. A lot of people don't feel like there's racism. I mean, when President Barack Obama became the president of the United States, like, oh, racism is over.
Right.
We've overcome. That's not the case, not at all. I think it even made it worse because I think it emboldened a lot of people because they felt like their country is being taken away from them. Mm-hmm. And they feel that way. And I think that's a big reason why Donald Trump is the president right now, because he came in and he basically started saying some of the things that these people were feeling deep inside, but they were afraid to say it because they felt like they would be labeled as a racist. But now if he says it, they feel like, okay, well, if he's saying it's the president of the United States, yeah. This is exactly what's happening.
Don't you think Janelle got in trouble for, like, she basically intimated that, right? And so I think that there is the one thing I like about you being labeled a broadcaster is because so many of our struggles have been like heightened and enlightened through the prism of sports. Mm-hmm. Like if you look at many of our struggles, they were typified and highlighted by a sports figure.
Yeah,
like Muhammad Ali or Jim Brown,
Colin Kaepernick, now.
So all of those, and so it is important because I think that the only time people listen to black people is if they singing, dancing, shooting the ball, or running,
and that's a shame.
That's the only time.
That's
and so there's a valuable perspective and a valuable purview that you have that most people don't. Do you feel like because basically what they're telling you is to shut up and talk about sports, right?
Well, that's what the lady from Fox told LeBron James. Right. Shut up and dribble.
Right.
But here's the thing about me. A lot of people want you to stay in your lane. They want you to just play sports. They tell me all the time, you're a sportscaster. You should just stick to sports. I hate that because I'm also a U.S. Air Force veteran. Right. 6 years in the military. I also spent 3 years working at the National Security Agency. A lot of people don't know that about me. I'm a father of 2. I've been in relationships. I pay my taxes. So if I pay my taxes...
Let's not get on that. I'm catching up.
But I'm a taxpaying citizen. If you're a taxpaying citizen, you have the right. So if you're telling me to stick to sports, but you got an opinion on sports and you're not a sportscaster, you never play the game,
but why don't
what are you telling yourself? You stick to what you do.
Why
stick
don't
to
they
being
tell
a banker.
Whitlock? They don't tell Whitlock to stick to sports
because he's saying what they want to hear. Mm-hmm. So I got to give him credit because part of him is smart because he's tapped into something. It's like, okay, well, all these other black sportscasters are going this way against the grain. Let me be this guy on the other side that's going to say exactly what they want to hear. Now, he'll come across, and I'm not trying to dump on him or whatnot. He's a colleague of mine, and I get
he's
that.
2 colleagues of yours.
Yeah. But at the same time, he's if there's an audience that is listening to what you have to say and they're going to tune in, obviously people are going to give him a platform.